here is a simple code which basically is written in Arduino for ESP8266. So in the setup function, what we do is we have set the serial port speed to 9600 baud, and then the pin mode, the pin number 4 is set as input. So if we go here as per our previous this one, you can see here the pin number AD1 is set to 4, and in the loop what we are doing is we are reading that state of that pin and then trying to output the data onto serial port in the same you can use the Arduino window or any other window. So now we have the Arduino connected, and now it is pulled to high, AD1 is pulled high. So let us try to see if we can get some data on the serial monitor. So when I click the monitor on 9600 baud, you can see here it is continuously reading 1 and then sending out the data. So just to ensure that we are safe, I am pulling out the board and trying to connect it to ground here, and then again pull in the board. So you can see here it reads 0. So based on the state of the pin, we could read the data over ESP8266. Now let us close this serial monitor and try to do that with a simple Python program where we are just trying to read the status and do some actions. So if you see here, here we have node MCU 1.0 ESP12E module on COM6. So if you go to tools, you can see the settings here, the board settings and the serial monitor and everything. So now let us jump to the Eclipse workspace where PyDev is installed, and so there is a simple Python program where so to give you a crux of this program, what we are doing is basically we are having a button on a window, GA window, where the color of the button is changed based on the data that is received. So if you see here, basically we are importing the serial, and then using the TK inter we are setting up a button. So a root window is created here, and then the geometry is set to 100 cross 100. You can change as per your requirement, and over COM6 we are trying to read the data. So here let us set it to 9600 because we are looking for 9600 here, right? And then we are reading data line by line, and we are trying to print the data so that for reference we will get to know. And then what we are saying is if data is 00, that means data is received as 0. So we are setting the background of the button to red. These are the button parameters that are set, and also the text is set to 0. If we receive other than 0, we are setting it as green and 1, and we are using the root.main loop for printing that. Now let us see whether that prints whether the data received from on the serial port is read by this particular program, and the button color changes or not. So here what we are doing is, so we are just trying to run this program. So the ESP8266 board is connected to the serial port, the same COM6, and we are reading this at a rate of 9600. So when we try to run this, you can see here we have received 1. So 1 in the sense other than 0, so that's why it has reported as green. And now let us try to run this again. It has reported as 1. Now let us try to see. So anything other than 0 is taken and reported as green. So a very simple program. So this can be used for some of the automation related activities where a board the board parameters can be read uh, based on the state of the pin that is provided. It can be read, and then it can be output as low or high. And here a simple Python program is used, as we mentioned, for this particular activity. And again, so a simple Arduino program and then ESP8266. So here again we are using the ESP8266 module from Research Design Labs for our activity. So if you have seen our previous videos, we have these the pinout and all mentioned in our lab. So all the particular code for this Python read and then the Arduino code are posted in our blog. You can visit our blog and download the data. So this is very preliminary program. You can modify it as per your requirement and try to change the parameters, so you can read a data stream and then segregate the data and also output the data instead of buttons. We can also use a simple text box to print the data instead of printing it on the output of the command terminal of Eclipse, console of Eclipse. So you can have a text box and then print the data, change the baud rate as per your requirement, and any other action also can be taken. So even we can implement the acknowledgement here and send back the data over serial port such that can be received from by the ESP8266 module to understand whether data is received correctly or not, and then glow an LED there. So again, a loop back system. So many interesting things can be done as hobbies. We can do lot of activities, or a simple reset switch also can be connected here. Here what we did is we are trying to hardwire this particular pin to ground or supply. So keep doing lot of activities. Please let us know if you have any questions. Please visit our channel, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.